everybody, I hope you're doing awesome. What I wanted to talk about today is the topic of fake friends. And I just wanted to explain 5 tips that I have in terms of figuring out if this person is really someone that you should let back into your life. A lot of it revolves around just creating boundaries for yourself that actually help you so that you're not around people that don't help you to be a better person. So I wrote out 5 little tips to help you kind of decipher whether this person is someone that is actually in it for you, for your best interest, or for their best interest. Because the majority of relationships, this can be friendships, relationships, dating, marriage, anything, is that a lot of times people are just in it because of their own personal loneliness. You're the one that's always reaching out to them. If you're the person that's always reaching out to them, there's a problem. Because the thing is that friendships and relationships should always be reciprocal. And so if you're always the person that's doing the work, there's definitely some kind of balance. And in order to cure that, you have to talk to that person and see if they feel the same way. Because it could just be that maybe you feel as if you're doing everything and they don't even notice the problem. So instead of making an assumption and thinking, man, I'm doing everything for us to work and they're not doing anything, ask them how they actually feel about it and actually see if there's a disconnect between how you guys are both thinking. The second one is just that you literally don't feel like yourself around them. And that is totally fine. You know, there's people in our lives that could be great people, but just maybe we don't personally connect with them on the level that we wish we could. And so that's the truth, is that you don't have to connect with everybody. We're all made differently so that we don't have to connect with the same people. Maybe you've been in the same group of friends for a long time and you're starting to feel kind of disconnected from them. You know, it's okay to step away to create the boundaries with those people to be able to do what you need to do for your self-fulfillment. The third one, this is a big one. This is if they are being manipulative. So a lot of times when someone is manipulating us, we don't actually notice that they're manipulating us because, again, we're kind of like clouded by whatever that person's saying. But the reality is that if you feel some type of way when you're around that person, or you think like, I bet someone would, you know, treat me differently in this situation, there's a good chance that this person is taking advantage of you. If you don't learn to step up for yourself, no one else is going to step up for you. Whatever is happening to you, you're actually allowing whatever's happening to you. Whatever you don't change is what you're tolerating around your inner circle. If you can tell there's something off, you know, just discuss it with that person. And a lot of times maybe they have good intent, or you think they have good intent, but it all kind of depends on how you're internally feeling about the situation. If it doesn't feel right to you, it's probably not right. And you shouldn't just be putting yourself in that situation because you think it's something that should be okay. This is something that's come up because of the quarantine. This is when people ghost you and then try to come back into your life. And I don't know if this happens to everybody, but I would like to assume that it's not just me. I've had multiple people message me during this quarantine that maybe we were friends and we hung out and then ghosted for like 4 or 5 months. And then message me out of the blue, hey, how's it going? What are you doing? I draw the line. I draw the line. If someone's going to forget about our friendship for months at a time, that obviously shows that there's something very, very wrong with the friendship and whatever kind of friendship you think that you have with this person. If people are going to come back into my life, I'm going to ask them, you know, where'd you go? First off, you know, where have you been? You fly to a foreign country or something like that, you didn't have any self-service. I don't know. I don't think so. Usually it's something that's not even really relevant to the friendship. It's like, oh, I had this thing and I was just so busy. If it was you did something that hurt them and they decided they needed a break or they needed to step away, that's fine. But just know that if you're going to allow someone back into your life, really see why they stepped out of your life in the first place. And then you need to actually talk about communicating next time so that that doesn't happen again. Because when that happens to me, I'm done. I might give the person another chance, but I'll never give them that full trust until they really do earn it back. And the last one that I do is if you know, maybe you want to hang out, put the responsibility on them to reach back to you and see if they do it. Simple as that. Honestly, most of the time people forget, and what it shows is that their priorities are elsewhere and their priorities are not with you. You know, there was a friend of mine who I'd asked to hang out. You want to hang out in a couple days? Cool, let me know when you're free and we'll do it. Never got a response. But posting on Instagram, posting on Snapchat, posting on everything else, but not responding back personally. And so when that kind of stuff happens, it just makes me really reevaluate the friendship and really like, was there anything even there to begin with? Those are just some of my tips to really evaluate whether someone is a real friend or not. And I think honestly, this list kind of just sums it up perfectly in terms of what I do genuinely to see if someone really has my best interest and really values me as a person, because I'm kind of just at that point where, you know, unless you're really going to add value to my life and I'm going to be able to add value to yours, is that I really want to make sure there's actually that connection. I love you guys, and if you guys have any questions about this topic, feel free to message me. Also, I'm much more active on Instagram at k.benny_, so you're welcome to send me messages on there as well if you have any personal questions. I'd love to help you out. So, love you guys. Bye!